So my role with PLACE is really to help connect sea level rise science and the information we have about how things are changing to people who can make decisions on the ground, whether that's local municipal officials, if it's state natural resource managers, if it's consultants, the whole range of people who are helping to make our coasts safe or to be sustainable.
So Renee, working with PLACE SLR, works across coastal Mississippi, Alabama, and Northwest Florida to connect people, stakeholders, residents, people who work at the county and city levels with information about sea level rise and how they can increase their resilience.
And everybody who is in that pathway of the science to decision making is part of our stakeholder group.
Renee does so much to protect the Gulf of Mexico.
I think the impact that I have on the stakeholders that I work with is giving them a little more comfort and confidence in understanding changing flood risk and their ability to do something about it. We know the seas are rising, they're going to keep rising, but we're not sure exactly how much. Finding ways to make sure we really are getting everybody at the table and that all the different ways that people live and work and play along the Gulf Coast, thinking about the natural environment, thinking about the economy, thinking about how people come together and preserving that culture, that is being more resilient.
So having Renee there to act as the bridge between the science and the people making decisions is infinitely important.
And so that really is a two-way conversation, making sure that not only do people have the ability to use the science, but to identify what questions are left so the researchers know where to go next.
So she's been able to make a lot of different tools that are online or print. Gulftree is a database that helps people filter through different resilience tools so that they're able to have that search base, as well as a lot of other two-pagers for communication that will continue to be spread and used even if she's not directly there talking to people.
People care a lot about flooding. It's not a hard topic to talk about, but you also have to think about all the other things they have going on. And if you don't engage with people up front and throughout, you're not going to be meeting people where they are. So stakeholder engagement is critical to making sure that the great science that's out there is actually being useful to make us more resilient.
Renee works to make sure that existing projects keep going on, even if there have been changes, and is able to adapt quickly to different circumstances.
So sea level rise is going to require us to be creative because, Mother Nature is creative, and the way we've been doing things in the past may not work moving forward. So, we've had to mix it up and try new things, and there's some great stuff that has been coming out. Different places and different communities and different people need different ways to think about the changes in flood risk. Really, we just need practical solutions for what will work for each person or each place. We've got to make sure that our natural systems, the beaches, the dunes, the marshes, the upland forests are all in concert, but also that we are being cognizant of those changes and that our homes and that our businesses are also built so that they can adapt to those changes as well. Because really the decisions are never about sea level rise, it's about where you're going to put infrastructure, where you're going to buy a house, or where you're going to put a service at. And so there's lots of things that go into that besides just flood risk. And I think a big part of these approaches is remembering that. There's a lot more going on than just flooding. I think the most challenging part is just knowing how much more there is still to do. But you got to remember we're working towards it. There's lots of things coming down the pipe, and our workforce of people doing this is growing. But yeah, that's probably the most challenging part. There's still so much to do.
Congratulations to Renee Collini, the first place winner of the 2022 Gulf Guardian Award in the individual category.